2 weeks, I'm going to be going overnight camping on a little 24 to 30 hour solo camp trip. I'm understanding it to be bushcraft. No campground, I'm just going into middle of the woods and I'm going to stay there for 24, 30 hours. We'll see what happens. So today I'm going to go there and hang out for just a couple hours, kind of get the lay of the land, see what everything's about, and we'll go from there. I wanted to get a little bit more comfortable. I'm definitely uncomfortable in doing all of this kind of stuff. I've been RV camping, but that's about the extent of it. Now, when I go in 2 weeks, I have a hammock because my dumbass will forget to close the tent door and I'll be sleeping with a copperhead or something, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go hammock. I don't really know if I have any ideas on if I want anything to so-called accomplish within the 4 or 5 hours I'll be out here today. I think I'm kind of just going to walk around and check out the area and see what it is. See if there's actually anywhere by the river in which I can stay at, because I don't think I said anything about it earlier. I'll be at the Walkama River Heritage Preserve, I believe is what it's called. It's going to be entertaining. I'm going to play around and probably cut up some wood just for the hell of it and just see what it's going to be like during the day. And right now it's 94. It probably feels like 100 out. I got a 1 liter bottle of Smart Water. I think it is 1 liter. And 1 liter of Smart Water, because the water filter I have is the Sawyer Mini, I believe it's called. It fits directly to the top of that, which is nice. And then I have another just over a liter of cold water in a tumbler. But I know in 2 weeks I'm going to try and build a shelter just for the hell of it, even though I'm not going to use it.
Left onto Cloverleaf Drive.
Just because I kind of want to see what it's all about and see a beginning point of where I'm at. So we'll see how it plays out. Then we're going to have to just kind of find a grocery store to park at for 5 hours and we'll go from there. So I think I got to bust a Ubi. But I'm going to see where this continues to take me. And if it stops me at a dead end in a neighborhood, I'm going to turn around. This is wild. I feel like I'm literally driving through people's backyards to get to this place. So I think at this point I just gotta park somewhere and kind of start my walk. I hope I'm allowed to park here. I don't really know. It kind of looks like there's some type of parking available. Let's start the adventure. All right, so just left. You saw there, that's where I turned around at. So first thing I'm going to do is spray myself a little bit because gnats are killing me. Asshole. Should have known about that. First mistake. Dumbass. Oh well. All right, so wash my face off because my face, because of that bug spray, feels like I just did a ton of cocaine. It's very tingly right now, so I washed my face off, washed my mouth out, tied my shoes, got my machete, my little blade. It's nothing major, just a little Walmart blade to start if I like what I'm doing and kind of enjoy this little adventure and want to continue doing more of this. I'm gonna get better stuff, but I figured why not go cheap and do my best to kind of enjoy this while I can and do it that way. So like this, that right there is what I was looking for. All right, well, that's what I'm looking for. I will 100% say I'm nervous for alligators. They're very prevalent in South Carolina. Almost looks as good a spot as any to go in. If you notice, right here, almost looks like a spot to walk through. I'm gonna skip that one. I want to see where I'm at in accordance to any of that, and I definitely need to keep this out now. But I do need my shoes because I can't do all this and play with it like that. All right, so I've checked where I'm at. I'm going to stay on this road until the end because it looks like it dumps me off right at the river. I'm gonna change my organization here. So here's a perfect trail to go in. Let's go see what I'm looking at and go hike this trail. It smells a lot like piss, which I'm going to assume. Oh, there you are too. Okay, so now that I have changed my path, which is something you should not do, so quite frankly, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm turning around. I like my walking stick, however, that did come out of it. Stupidly, I changed my plan when I saw this. I got excited. And I'm not gonna keep going because the road that I was on, which I'm going to, again, I said it earlier, is gonna dump me directly onto the river. This, though it is going to take me into the woods, which is what I want, I don't know where it's going to take me. And I'd rather know that I'm going to be at the river where I can do it that way and kind of play from there. So we'll go and we'll see what happens. I think this is caterpillar cocoons. I think. I don't really know, but I know they're for some type of cocoon. The river. Oh, we'll see what happens. I got a truck driving up on me right now. I want to get some information. If he drives past, I'm cool. Oh, they have doggies. And they wave to me, so it doesn't really seem like they really care. And this is what really makes me nervous about this kind of area. So this is all swampy, nastiness. This swampy area is most likely filled with the gators and the snakes, and I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna take a wild guess because quite frankly, I've watched enough Discovery Channel to know that kind of stuff. Now granted, it's not, Discovery Channel is not real life. Discovery Channel is trying to, ooh, let's see what I can find right here. Where'd you go? There you are. Beautiful, beautiful bright yellow bird on that. I have no idea what it is, but I know my grandfather was absolutely huge fan of birds, and actually that's why I have birds on my tattoos. Because really. So there's a big fence back that way, and I'm not the owner or the opener of the fence. So I turned around and I'm gonna go back the way I went the first trail, where I made my handy dandy walking stick. Oh, that's what this stick is. That's what this stick is for. Oh, there he is. All right, so I've come to find out that I need to go this way. I need to go left out off of this trail. So this trail right here that I'm on, I need to go that way to get to the river. This is not the river, but I need to get across this to get to the river. I'm gonna stop right here. I didn't make it to the river, and quite frankly, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna drop some stuff and kind of see what's around here. Kind of test the waters around here. I like this little spot. So we're gonna play with this. Let's see what I can't do here. So before I do anything, I just had to make a little hook right here. I did that right here because, well, there's an easy one right over there on that tree, right there. But the problem is if my pack's all the way over there and my phone's all the way over here, I'll forget it. That's my dumb ass. So that's the one good thing. I'm hoping I kind of learn to slow down a little bit, because, well, I can't move at the speed that my head really wants to move. And that'll lead to a lot of bad things. So, move it slow. I'm now at the tarp portion of it, and, well, I don't know how to properly make any knots except for your everyday knot that every human in the world knows how to make once you become 3. Actually, probably before that, honestly. So I'm gonna pause this and watch some knot videos. I'll be back. Okay, well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. Let's go check it out. I've got my ridge line, and then I got my taut line hitch right here, holding up my tarp, and it did work. Let's see. Sorry, And then it's, oh, that's not going nowhere. Oh, it's up already. Asshole. I got my first boo-boo. Right there. Oh well. Well, got my hammock set up. Only took probably way longer than I was hoping. But it's up. All right, well, I think it's time for me to clean up. I've been out here a couple hours, and quite frankly, I'm very happy and satisfied with myself. I was able to get my camp all set up very roughly, but I'm very happy with what I've done. I'm very happy with my accomplishments, and I think it's time to pull everything down and go home. Looks like we're on. Whoa! Now that's a big bitch. Wonder what kind of bone that is. A little weary. Well, made it back to the road. Know exactly where I'm going from here. And it's home sweet home from here. It's hot, humid, muggy, icky. And we're all nervous at first because, well, Never done anything like this. Just walk the woods, but not in this sense, and this is new for me, so I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to go back in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks I'm going to be spending the night. So we'll see how it goes from there. Got a little bit of things I know I want to do differently. I'm definitely going to need more water, or I think to start I'm really going to bring a lot more water rather than specifically counting on my Sawyer, because I know the Sawyers are rated for that swampiness, but that's a little too swampy for my comfort, if you know what I mean. I had a car coming. Well, this is one hell of a driveway. I don't know how far along I got. I think I'm coming to the end. We'll see. There she is. There she blows. Well, guys, that was a good couple of hours. Kind of gave me good insight, good ideas on how to get everything done and how long it's going to take me. Nice little rough draft of what I wanted. Now it's just a matter of 2 weeks coming along and getting this thing going. So I will say I had a blast. It was fun. It was peaceful. And most of all, I was uncomfortable as shit. Not in a bad way. The funny thing is that I was only uncomfortable for the first couple of minutes walking into and walking through the actual wooded part off of the road. Because, well, my biggest concern is snakes and gators, and I don't need to be bitten by a snake or eaten by a gator. So those were my big concerns. But after a couple of minutes walking through, I was more comfortable, just kind of learning to keep an eye on my steps and not just go in there reckless, because I had to remind myself of that a couple of times. Don't be reckless, slow it down, easy with your steps, don't just be stupid, don't basically run through it. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be doing this a lot more. And quite frankly, it's going to be a good time learning more things along the way, because quite frankly, knots were a little sloppy, tent and tarp were a little sloppy. I should say hammock and tarp was a little sloppy, but you got to start somewhere.